popular topic in education right now is where's higher education headed? And that's an excellent question because higher ed has seen so many changes in the last 3 to 5 years. Many of these changes have happened because of the pandemic, but also many changes have happened because they've almost been demanded by learners and by professionals. We've seen changes happen in higher ed that needed to take place to accommodate students and to accommodate the society and the marketplace that we live in. And so with this conversation and being on the table, here are some topics that are being discussed right now in higher ed in the present, but also moving forward and planning for the future. The first one being faculty and staff. We hear so much about teacher shortages in K-12 education, but there are also staff and faculty and administrative shortages in higher education institutions as well. Being able to hire, keep, maintain, or retain faculty and staff in college and universities and various institutions is huge. And so instead of having these professionals retire early or having them change professions altogether and use their education and expertise to go into a private market, the conversation is how do we keep them so that we can continue to build a positive culture and work towards helping our students who are enrolled. Enrollment is also a hot topic. Freshmen specifically are not enrolling in higher education institutions like they used to. Those numbers are down. High school graduates are choosing other options after they graduate. Maybe they're going right into the workplace. Maybe they are intimidated by the cost or, not knowing what they want to do with their life just yet, which is completely normal. But the conversation is, how do we work with high school seniors or incoming freshmen and make it enticing and inviting and comfortable, for them to enroll in a higher education institution again. Speaking of being comfortable, a sense of belonging is also another hot topic. We talk about equity and diversity and making sure that the school culture is a safe place for students, for all students to be, whether they're on campus or online. So that's also another big topic in planning for higher education and where it's headed. Lastly, continuing education. Continuing education is huge. It is thriving. It provides so many opportunities for students of all ages. And so that's a marketplace that is competitive and constantly has to be updated and researched and making sure that each higher ed institution is keeping up with the changes and offering courses that are needed and appealing to learners in their community, whether they're professionals or they're students. High school students who are continuing their education and looking for college credits or whatever it might be, CEUs. And so that's always a hot topic to keep up with is continuing ed. As a whole, the business model of higher education might need to change to accommodate the changes that are happening within our learners and within our society, our marketplace, the demands and changes that we are seeing. Higher education is a gift. It just might need to be packaged a little bit differently than it has been in the past because we all want to promote lifelong learning.